What's up everyone, Derek here with yet another Game & Watch, this time for the Virtual Console release of Pokemon Gold and Silver. And yeah, this brings back memories. So I picked Gold because that's the version I grew up with, that's the one I picked first, and I've always kind of preferred Ho-Oh over Lugia, so yeah, hey Lapras. But yeah, just the way I'm actually playing this is I'm playing on the European version, my European 3DS. It's already out in Europe, and in that case, I'm pretty sure that it'll probably release at midnight for the United States or North America in general. That would be my guess. Gosh, I had forgotten about this opening. And there we are, Pokemon Gold. Let's go ahead and start it up. And I'm not going to play for too long because, I mean, the funny thing is I just did a Nuzlocke for Pokemon Crystal. So, yeah, I was waiting for this in order to do that Nuzlocke, but it just took forever. So, it is currently, let's see, 9 o'clock at night. How many minutes? 16 for me. So you can see exactly when I recorded this. Let's see. There we are. Yeah, it's really dark. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Hello, Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. Hello, Meryl. Of course, they had to start out with Pika-Blue. After all the rumors about Meryl. Can play or battle? And we still don't know everything about Pokemon. Man, it was such a big deal. When I first played this game, and just the fact that there's 100 new Pokemon to find. We're gonna go with Gold, keep it standard. And yeah, unlike Crystal, you cannot choose to be a boy or a girl. You can, like the first, you can only be a boy. But the story's about to unfold. Yeah. So yeah, for buying the game right now, you actually get a theme for your 3DS, either based on Gold or Silver, as well as a download code for Celebi. I'm so used to talking to Joe Merrick, I called it Cerebi. Let's see. Oh, no potion. Oh well. It's a TV. No game system though. Oh well. Hey Mom. And yes, we got our tradition of tree-based professors here. Oak, then Elm. And we got our Pokemon gear. Yeah, I got it, Mom. Oh, it is Thursday. Yep. I have no idea. I have never been able to determine that. I don't think it is. It doesn't matter that much. Will do. Yep, I can use the phone. Yep, I got it, Mom. Alright, let's head down, and yep, it's night. Oh, who's this suspicious looking kid? Famous Elm Pokemon Lab. And yeah, Silver was our last truly jerkish rival. But I enjoy Silver, he's an interesting trainer. Ah yes, Mr. Pokemon. Okay. So yeah, basically we have this weird discovery by Mr. Pokemon, but we can't actually go out into the tall grass unless we have a Pokemon of our own. So who do we choose? We got Cyndaquil. And we have Totodile, who's my favorite. That's the one I picked originally. And the one I did for my pick for my Nuzlocke, so I'm probably not going to pick him. And of course, Chikorita. So there, yep, there's our Pokemon, and I think I'm going to go with Cyndaquil for this little Game & Watch. Alright, we got ourselves Cyndaquil. And no, I don't, honestly, outside Nuzlocke, I don't nickname my Pokemon. I just don't, I suck at coming up with names. We got our way to heal, and we got our first phone number. Of course, you can only have a limited number of phone numbers, but you know, you get the basics in there and you're in good shape. Oh, hello. Ah, there we get our potion. So yeah, Gold and Silver was my favorite Pokemon game for a long time. Mainly because, you know, going back to Kanto, that was always really awesome. Just such a great memory. But then Black and White sort of supplanted it as my favorite, and honestly, I really like Sun and Moon too. Like Sun and Moon, Black and White, and Gold and Silver are my top 3. But of course, we got these Rattatas. Bugging poor Cyndaquil here. Brand new Pokemon, all kinds to see. First Pokemon you come across, Rattata. Because of course. Oh well. Thank you, Cyndaquil. Of course, big stuff, big additions for this game back in the day. The fact that you could see the experience bar go up as you get experience. You didn't have to constantly check and be driven mad about how long it's going to be until you actually level up. The fact that you have genders now for your Pokemon because the whole breeding angle was first introduced here. Like Gold and Silver brought a lot of upgrades and additions to the Pokemon formula, and that's another reason why it was just so beloved at the time. It just felt like the perfect sequel. Just a nice big adventure. And it still holds up as far as people's favorites. So I can totally understand that. And it's great that they finally got these old games, these games on the Virtual Console. Hopefully Crystal will come too eventually. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can't imagine them skipping out on Crystal as well. Hey, first new Pokemon. We got Hoot Hoot. Another thing, well, Crystal added at least, was there was limited animation for the Pokemon. It's not there in Gold and Silver, but it was there in Crystal. Just a nice, just little upgrade to give it that much more personality. But this was enough as a kid. I remember as a kid talking about Gold and Silver with my mother, and I was like, "Oh man, there's 100 new Pokemon. I gotta learn all their names and all that stuff. Like, you just gotta learn everything about them." And she's like, "You know, you could put that energy towards school." I was like, "Yeah, no." It's like, "But Mom, this is the stuff I actually care about. School is dumb." Pokemon is obviously life. And honestly, it kind of worked out for me, considering, you know, the fact that my job is covering Pokemon. Go figure. Of course, we also got our berries, so we have held items for our Pokemon now. All you gotta do is head into your Pokemon. Take a look at And give him an item, and we'll give him the berry. Has to be, of course, it has to be natural stuff. You can't give him a potion and make him use that. It's also before the 3rd gen where they actually gave berries different names. And hey, we made it to the next town. So yeah, there's obviously a lot more color involved when it comes to gold and silver. It's just great to see them used, and again, you really have to understand going from the black and white aspect of red and blue to having color, having just all this stuff. It made it so exciting. Just couldn't wait for it. Even got water here right away. There's great stuff. Let's see if we can get... I'm just rushing along here because I want to be able to catch Pokemon and fight my rival and all that. I don't know if this... I don't think this is the house yet. We'll get another berry though. I mean, really everything about this game is classic. From my revisit, the big problem I had with this game is kind of an issue with red, blue, and yellow too, where it required a lot of grinding. There is a lot of... The Pokemon didn't really level with you. They always stayed pretty low level, which made getting your team up to snuff seem to take forever. Alright, these two are blocking because they're having a Pokemon battle, so we have to go this way. And we'll just head up and around. I mean, it's not too much of an issue overall, but it can get a little much, especially as a kid. My tactic was I like this Pokemon, and this Pokemon, so they'll always be in my team, and then have the other 3 like a rotation because I wanted to fill out my Pokedex. So we'll have Rattata in here until it becomes Raticate. Okay, now it's going to switch over and put in Hoot Hoot until we get Noctowl and so forth. So I could just fill out the Pokedex as I went along, which of course made the grinding that much longer, but it felt exciting because I was seeing all the evolutions and what was possible. So I never really minded that much. Also, that Rattata was pretty vicious. But yeah, it made it a little tricky as far as having those levels. It just took longer because of that. But basically by the 6th or 7th gym is I think when I started finalizing my team. Unfortunately, unless I get poisoned, Spinarak shouldn't do much to me. But we have our berry, so nothing too much to worry about. Man, sure would be nice to have Ember. Take care of this guy quick. That one last hit. Alright, it takes care of Spinarak. And hey, level 7. Now we're talking. And here we are, Mr. Pokemon's house. Let's grab another berry. Get our poison cure berry. Yeah, they actually say what they did rather than just have different berry names that did everything. Let's go ahead and... We got a few, plus we just used up one, so... Let's give it another berry to hold, keep it nice and healthy. And let's go in Mr. Pokemon's house. And yeah, here's the big new thing. Eggs. Breeding. You mean if you let 2 Pokemon play together at the daycare, it creates an egg? That's weird. One of the strangest things that is always mentioned, though, is, at least in these early games, I can't remember if it's mentioned, it's the same thing for later games, is that nobody's actually seen any Pokemon lay an egg. Which Okay, then. You think that'd be one of the first things the scientists would try to figure out for Pokemon. But yeah, Oak's here too. Yeah, rare Pokemon. Never seen this one over in Kanto. Yep. Dang right. I love the little guy. Ah, yes. Our new Pokédex. So we gotta catalog everything for Oak again. Yeah, we don't talk about that red kid. He didn't actually do it. Of course, Oak has a radio show in Johto, so go figure. And we'll heal up Cyndaquil. Alright. Nope. Trouble. Maybe. Nope. Trouble. Disaster. Uh-oh. Something happened. Well, gotta get back there and save the day. Of course, another big thing, and one we're seeing right now, is the day-night mechanic. So Hoot are much less likely to appear at night, or during the day, excuse me, mix those two up. So instead, you'd run across Pidgeys. So it actually became necessary to play during different times of the day in order to catch all the Pokemon. So yeah, I remember waking up early to go before school so I can try to catch the daytime Pokemon, because I had I got a guide. I had a strategy guide when the game came out, because sometimes figuring out how to evolve certain Pokemon isn't the most obvious. So those cheat sheets are good for kids. They helped out a lot. Plus, having all the artwork, seeing all the secrets, it really did make the game just feel huge. And I didn't use it too often for that sort of stuff. I really should have healed, I just realized. Oh well. Wimp like you. Oh yeah? Let's see your good Pokemon. Oh, dang, that is a good Pokemon. Although, I mean, this is back before the physical special split. So, water is considered a special attack, but Totodile is in his evolutions, are highly focused on physical moves. So, he misses out on all of his potential because of that, especially when it comes to actual water moves. So, that's a bit of a bummer. It's another reason I have appreciation for Gen 4 just for that split. I feel like that's a really good idea, and allowed a lot of old Pokemon to really realize their potential based on their types. Not just Pokemon like Totodile, but of course the whole Ghastly line and everything else. It just made sense. But we kicked his butt. Thank goodness he didn't have any water moves, or we'd be in trouble. Of course I am. I'll even take that $300. My name's I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. So yeah, the story behind Silver with whose father is, why he's so dedicated to become the greatest and all that, how he regards Team Rocket, who we'll eventually see in this game. There's a lot of good subtext here. It's a lot of great stuff. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's great. It really is. But we'll heal up Cyndaquil real quick. and head back to the village. New Barktown, I believe, is our town name. Should be able to avoid most encounters. Let's see. Now, I do like the way they handle this, so you can, avoid all the patches of grass on the way back, but on the way there, you do have to actually see everything. And there we go. Hey, police. It's a wonder he didn't steal both of them, Poor Chikorita, left to rot. What was his name? So you can actually name him whatever, and then, everybody usually goes with a joke name or whatever, but, I don't. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go traditional, because I like to keep stories somewhat serious. I mean, that's why I don't really change names in, like, Final Fantasy, even. I don't want it to be named after me. I want it to be that character to experience that story. I don't need to be a self-insert unless, well, that's the entire point. And you kind of get that with Pokemon as well, but, this is just the standard way I play Pokemon. Which is kind of maybe boring to some. I know, it's incredible. It's an egg. Yeah, is it a Pokemon egg? How does it taste? Ah. So we have potential. Who knows, we may even be able to beat Red. Alright, we can take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. And start in Violet City. But, of course, we gotta say goodbye to Mom. And this guy. Oh yeah, we gotta have our Pokeballs. They also made the items better, where they separated them out. Unfortunately, your items can still get totally filled, which is a bit of a pain, but at least they made it a little better in this game. Yep, going on an adventure. Ah, yes. Mom will save money. Which is actually kind of cool. You get to, you're ready to go to Kanto and you check with Mom, and all of a sudden you have all this cash to work with. Makes for some admittedly slim pickings early on, but it still helps out. But yeah, we have our Pokeballs, we have our Pokemon. Now it's time to get out there and catch. And no, you don't need to do that. Oh, fine then. I like how his tip becomes, just walk a lot, you'll do it. Don't worry, kid, I know how to catch Pokemon. And hey, we're starting with Hoot Hoot. A level 2 Hoot Hoot, so let's hope we don't kill him in one go. Alright, that'll work. Gonna be a bit of a pain to level him up, but that always happens. I mean, I could wait until I get to the later ones, but, as a kid, you get so excited. It's like, yes, I want to catch it. I need to catch it right away. I love that old style of the, Ooh, he's got gumption. Alright. We'll try this again. So I know a lot of people's their tactics for catching Pokemon was down A. For me, it was always hit A as soon as it hits the Pokemon. Kind of like you do in the Mario RPGs. Just hit it as soon as you hit in order to get that little extra chance in order to catch it. And it's a hard habit to break. I don't do it all the time anymore, but it's because I know it doesn't matter. But it's still one of those things where I don't want to miss out. So I gotta hold down A. Of course, a level 3 Cyndaquil showed up. Alright. Actually, we're gonna run away for this one because we're gonna go into our Pokemon. Switch Hoot Hoot to the front, and we'll swap him out. That way we can get as much experience for him as possible. Because I doubt he'd even be able to fight that well, even if he was fully healed up. There we go, another level 2. Yeah, only tackle and growl, which what are you gonna do? All right. Get in there, Cyndaquil. Really wish you had Ember. I think that's at level 10, but I can't quite remember. Of course, we got our attack lowered, which makes this fun. Looks like it'll take about 3 hits until we take it down. Yep. But Cyndaquil's quite hardy. Whole 8 experience points. Whew. We're in the money now. Alright, let's just keep going. Almost made it to the next town. I think I know exactly what I want to end off on, though. Who exactly the final challenge should be against. I got 8 for the last one, and got nearly half, so potentially a level 3 Hoot Hoot should give enough for us to get up to level 3. There we are. Almost half its health. That's okay. Yep. Another thing appreciated. Colors to indicate how close they are to death. It's really nice. And that takes care of that one. There we are. Decent enough stats. Alright. Made it to town. Let's go ahead and heal up. Only 2. And we'll get more as we go along. We'll stop by the mart, pick ourselves up some more Pokeballs. Yeah, a decent chunk of cash, that's at least. We'll get used to 4 of them should be fine. And we'll get 3 potions. And the rest is all standard. We're in good shape. If this was a Nuzlocke, I'd probably buy a lot of those other ones just to be prepared, but for the sake of this, I honestly just go back to a Pokemon Center, save my cash. Alright, we go up around this way. We got one final challenge before we call this Game & Watch it. And here he is, I believe. Wait, you look weak. Let's battle. I love that. You think I'm weak? You might be right. Yep, here he is, youngster Joey. The true final battle. This is where the real fight begins. Oh, I forgot to put a berry on Hoot Hoot. Oh well. Ha, failed. Ah, missed. Crap. Hoot Hoot, you're not putting on much of a good show to start with. Oh, a berry wouldn't have mattered anyway. He just did 6 damage. Yeah, that's not happening. Cyndaquil, get out there and finish off the Rattata. You'll be worth a lot of experience at least. Man, your tail whips are not doing going so hot. There we are. Oh man, why is this Rattata so hard to hit? What the heck? There we go. One more hit to go. There we go. We just killed Joey's Rattata. That's it for Joey. And how appropriate. We got 64 Poké Dollars. And you know, if you talk to him, that's how you get your phone numbers. And now Joey will bother me for the rest of the game talking about how great his Rattata is. And that's why he's so infamous. But yeah, that is Pokemon Gold and of course Pokemon Silver if that's the one you want. And it is as classic as ever. It truly is. Worth picking up, especially haven't played it in a long time, and will definitely hold you over until Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon comes out, at least if you're super excited for those. So yeah, live the nostalgia, enjoy it, it is as fun as ever, and I just want to thank you guys for watching, and of course be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Pokemon and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.